Hello and welcome to Learn with Akriti. I am Akriti and I am back with another interesting topic of your E.V.S. So let's begin. So what is that thing or what are the things that we can see up in the sky? Yes, we can see so many things like sun, moon, stars and aeroplanes flying in the sky. Similarly, have you ever observed some beautiful birds in the sky? Yes, we all can see beautiful birds flying in the sky. So, today we are going to fly into the beautiful world of birds. So, let's begin with the chapter and the topic, Beautiful World of Birds. Now, these are the mentioned parts of the birds. Now, as you must have observed a bird, the birds have eyes, they have a beak which helps them to eat the food. They have wings. Yes, the wings actually help them to fly high. Also, most of the birds have a special feature, which is they have feathers. Yes, most of the birds have feathers in their body. And birds also have a very special important part, which is the tail. Now, tail also plays a very important role in the bird's flight. Now, we will discuss how can a bird fly or how does a bird fly high in the sky. Now, first of all, let us observe the structure of the bird. How does the bird look? What kind of body structure a bird has? For example, if you have ever seen aeroplanes flying in the sky, now aeroplanes also have a boat-shaped body. Similarly, birds also have boat-shaped body which helps them to fly. Also, birds' bones are hollow. That means they have air filled in them, because of which their body becomes very lightweight and they can easily take the flight. Also, birds have strong muscles. Strong muscles because of which they can easily move their wings up and down, and those muscles are called flight muscles. Also, these are the features that help the bird to fly. The bird's tail actually helps the bird to change its direction. So children, now you know that how a bird flies. What are the important features that a bird has? So now we also know that birds have a very special feature, that is feathers. They have feathers on their body. So now let us discuss different types of feathers. First type of feather is flight feathers. Yes, the flight feathers actually help the birds to fly. They are long, they are flat, and they help the bird to fly. Next type of feather is down feather. Yes, down feathers are actually soft, and most of the newborn birds have down feathers covered in their body, and these down feathers actually acts like a sweater. As a sweater keeps our body warm, similarly down feathers also help these newborn birds to keep their body warm. And the last type of feather is body feathers. Yes, this body feather, as the name suggests, it covers the body of the bird. Yes, so these are the three types of feathers. First is flight feathers, which help the birds to fly, and also they have those feathers cover the tail and the body of the bird. Second being down feather, and third is body feathers. Now you must have seen different kind of birds flying, but all birds cannot fly to equal heights and far. For example, crane and pigeon can actually fly long distances. Yes, they can fly far away, because of which pigeons were actually used to send the messages in the earlier times. Also, like cock or hen, these birds can only fly short distances. They cannot fly high distances. But on the other hand, if you have ever observed a woodpecker, eagle or a vulture, they can actually fly at great heights up in the sky. Yes. And there are few other birds which can actually not fly to that great height. For example, sparrow. Sparrow can fly only at lower heights. So these are the birds that can fly to different extents, and some can fly to a larger distance, some can fly to a greater height, some fly to a lower height. Students, we have already studied in our previous few chapters that there are some birds, those who cannot fly. Yes, even after having their wings, still they are not able to fly in the sky. That is because their bodies are heavy and they have more weight, and their wings are not properly developed to fly. So those birds have two legs and they can only walk using those legs but cannot fly. Those birds are called flightless birds. Yes, for example, kiwi, penguin, ostrich, they cannot fly, so they are flightless birds. Now, you must have observed few of the birds, those who actually swim. Yes, for example, swan, ducks, crane. These birds stay mostly on the water. They are called aquatic birds. Yes, anything related to water we call it as aquatic. So the birds, those who stay in the water, are aquatic birds. Now, these birds actually have oil glands which actually helps their feathers not to get wet in the water. Yes, those oil glands present in aquatic birds actually are like a waterproof for their feathers, and those birds can easily then swim and stay in the water. So these are aquatic birds. Since all of us stay in our habitat, humans have their own habitat, animals also have their own habitat. Now, since we are talking about the birds and their worlds, now birds also need home to live. So, the home of the birds is called nest. Yes, birds stay in their nests. Now, when birds want to build their nest, they actually decide where to build it. And they themselves collect all the material needed to build their nests. Now, why do they build their nest? First being to protect themselves and their eggs and the babies from the enemies. Yes. Secondly, birds make nests to prevent themselves from the harsh climatic conditions, from the harsh weather. And they also build their nest to stay safe and to lay their eggs. So these are the few things because of which birds need nests. Now let us enter deep into the world of these birds and see how these birds make their nest. So first of all, let's start with sparrow. You can easily see sparrow around your house. Sometimes sparrows also make their nest inside our home. Yes, and on the trees as well, because they cannot fly to a greater height. Now sparrows actually collect the grass, the leaves and the cotton from different areas and make their small nest to keep their eggs protected. Secondly, we will talk about the nest of a vulture. Now, vulture can actually fly to a greater height. So, vultures' nests are very high. It actually looks like a shallow cup. Now, vulture use twigs and sticks to build it, nest to stay protected. Now, let us see how tailor bird makes its nest. Now tailor bird actually you can observe from its name that it's tailor bird because it acts like a tailor for himself. Yes, it actually sews its own nest using the beak, using thread and wools to build its own nest. So this is how tailor birds makes its nest. Now next, let us talk about woodpecker. Now woodpecker, as you know, has a long and strong beak. So because of which woodpeckers actually dig a hole in the trunk of the tree and make their nest there safely to keep their babies. Now lastly, let us talk about weaver bird. Now weaver bird also weaves and makes the nest using the twigs, using the sticks and some other material to build its nests and to keep its eggs and young ones safely there. But do you know, children, there is one exception and a special type of bird, which is cuckoo. Now cuckoo does not make its own nest. Yes, cuckoo actually silently keep its own eggs into the other bird's nest and then fly away. Yes, so these are the few birds and the type of nests that they build that we have taught. So children, we have been into the beautiful world of birds, and I'm sure like me you must have enjoyed and learned very interesting things about these birds and their lives. Now do read the chapter properly and try to watch the video nicely. Comment me in the comment section below about anything important or interesting fact about the birds that you may know. And you can also subscribe the channel so that in the future if I post some interesting videos like this, you get notified very early. So this is all for this chapter. We will meet next time. Till that time, take care, love birds, and you can also keep grains and water on top of your roof for the birds these days, because in the summers they actually feel thirsty and hungry. So keeping a pot filled with water and some grains around the area or at your rooftop will help the birds and the sparrows to survive. So do this thing and try to protect these birds. Stay safe. We will meet next time. Bye for now.